Hello, welcome to CSC Sports. I'm your host, Jay Howard, and today we're going to give out some awards. This is the official CSC Sports 2013 NBA Awards Show, where I give out 9 awards for this whole entire NBA season. I'm going to give out awards for all 5 positions: Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, and Team of the Year. Let's get started. The Point Guard of the Year award goes to Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs. That's right, Tony Parker. Tony Parker this season is averaging 20.9 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, and 7.6 assists. Tony Parker is a flat-out dog. He's been doing his thing. Unfortunately, in the NBA, they're not going to give him anything other than a pat on the back. Tony Parker was whispered as an MVP candidate this year, but he hurt himself, and we know he wasn't going to get it. King James is going to get it, but we honor Tony Parker on CSC Sports. That's why I'm going to give him the Point Guard of the Year award. He's been so consistent throughout his career, and he's been so consistent this season, so I have to give it to Tony Parker. Moving over to the Shooting Guard of the Year, I'm going to give it to James Harden. James Harden is averaging this year 26 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 5.8 assists. I edged out Kobe Bryant with James Harden because James Harden took his Houston Rockets to the playoffs pretty much. I know it's 9 games left, but James Harden pretty much have his team in a very, very nice position to make the playoffs. And Kobe Bryant, to me, this year he had a great year, but it didn't translate into anything but chaos. So I have to give the Shooting Guard of the Year award to James Harden. I'm going to move over to the small forward position, and I'm going to give that award to King James, hands down. King James this year is averaging 26 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. King James, in my opinion, is going to be the MVP, possibly in the NBA this year. And Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Durant, they're having great seasons, but by LeBron James being an all-around player every night, he has to be rewarded for that. And I think, in my opinion, why I rewarded him, because he's consistent and flat out, he's just the best at this position. That's why I have to reward him. I'm going to move over to the Power Forward of the Year, and this award goes to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is averaging 17.6 points per game, 10.1 rebounds, and 2.7 assists at age 35. Come on, man. How many 35-year-olds you see performing like Tim Duncan is performing this year? Tim Duncan is a class act. He's a great phenomenal player. He believes in recommitting his body to his craft. Tim Duncan is a phenomenal player. He must be rewarded for being the Power Forward of the Year with CSC Sports. So I'm going to move over to, last but not least, the center position. I'm going to give the center position of the year, the Center of the Year award, to Brook Lopez. That's right, not Dwight Howard. Brook Lopez this year is averaging 19.2 points per game, 7.0 rebounds, and 0.9 assists. One of the reasons why I'm going to give Brook Lopez the Center of the Year award is because he has helped the Brooklyn Nets, rejuvenate themselves. They're now in the playoffs, and as far as offense, he's probably the best offensive center in the game. I mean, Dwight Howard is still a work of art at times with his ability, but the Lakers, in my opinion, it was total chaos in LA, so I don't see anything coming out of there as far as being rewarded on CSC Sports. I couldn't give Kobe anything this year, and I can't give Dwight anything either. I have to give that award to Brook Lopez. Let's move over to the Rookie of the Year. We already know the Rookie of the Year is Damian Lillard. That's right, Damian Lillard, 19 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. We saw what Kyrie did last year. It's pretty much ditto with Damian Lillard in Portland. He's going to be a phenomenal point guard. He's recognized on CSC Sports. They're talking about him a lot. I think he's one of the best guards in the game right now this year. And I had to reward him for being the Rookie of the Year. And I think he's probably going to win it in the NBA too. But he won it tonight on CSC Sports. Now we're going to move over to the Defensive Player of the Year. Chicago, stand up. Give us a round of applause for Joakim Noah. That's right. Joakim Noah this year is averaging 12.1 points per game, 11.4 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. Let's keep it real. Other than Anderson Varejao And when you look at Serge Ibaka, Joakim Noah is the man defensively. That is his strong trait. Joakim is very, very consistent as a defensive player. When you see a good defensive player come along, one thing you have to notice if you know the game of basketball, that his stats won't always show up on his stat sheet. It will show up on his opponent's stat sheet. So from now on, if you guys never thought of it that way, don't always look for Joakim's numbers to be on the Chicago Bulls stat sheet. Look for the difference that he makes defensively on his opponent's stat sheet. Joakim Noah is my defensive player of the year on CSC Sports. Now moving on to the coach of the year. That's right. Three represents Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and that's right, Coach Gregg Popovich. What more can I say? This man has lost Manu Ginobili for some time, Tony Parker and Tim Duncan, and he's still going to win possibly 60 games. When you look at it, the Spurs are phenomenal, if not 60 in the late 50s. He keeps the Spurs rolling every year, and it's amazing how he can teach players so fast. Tiago Splitter, Gary Neal, Danny Green. He can take has-beens and make them refurbish into new, healthy, serviceable players. I have to give the coach of the year to Gregg Popovich because he's a phenomenal coach and he is doing his damn thing. I hope he can get him another ring, but up to this point, he is the coach of the year and he is my coach of the year on CSC Sports. And last but not least, the team of the year. This award goes to the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat had a 27-game win streak. The Miami Heat has players such as Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. What more can I say? The Miami Heat are bound to get back to the finals for the third time. It can possibly happen in the East. So, I want to wrap it up. And in closing, I want to tell you guys this. The awards that I gave out tonight, the NBA awards and my awards are two different things. Don't confuse them at all. Who I deem as an MVP or player of the year or whatever it may be is my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with the NBA. I'm your boy Jay Howard, and I want to thank all the cats out there that watch CSC Sports. And I want to thank you guys once again for being consistent and watching every episode and leaving your comments. So I want you guys to let me know what you think. With all the categories that I spoke about and gave the awards for, I want to know who you would have gave those awards to. Till next time, I'm your boy Jay Howard. Peace, and I'm out.